was late.
There was no delay. Perfect. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Cindy Daychuk here with Queen Bee Creations. Thanks for tuning in for What's New Wednesday. So this is the opportunity to be able to get a first look at everything new that's been added to the shop, to hear about any news and what's going on. I don't know if I have any news. This Saturday's class, which is the alcoholic ornaments, is full. So I actually have to close it off today, tonight, have to try and remember. But the following week, so that's the 9th, I think this weekend is the 2nd. The 9th, we've got room there for super cute ornaments class. So all 3 classes this month were for Christmas ornaments. So next week, next Saturday, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Next Saturday's class, we've still got room. Okay, excuse me. I just knew it was coming. It just was not going to go away. So we still have space in that one, and that is super cute. There you get to make an unlimited number of little ornaments, and they're made out of wool, and there's little trees and wreaths and Christmas balls. They're just super cute. Pictures of them on the website. So there's still some room for that one. That is for next weekend, next Saturday. And then 2 weeks following that, which I think is the 22nd, 24th, something like that, we have the cork ornaments. So if you want to get into either of those 2 classes, I think both of the 2 upcoming classes for next week and later on in the month are only $25 a person. So very affordable, trying to get you to not overspend on one, learning a new craft, or just coming out and having some fun and making some ornaments that you can certainly use on your own tree, but that you can gift to others, attach onto gifts and presents, that kind of thing. Couple of new things coming up in November. So there will be a couple of announcements regarding paints. So the 2 major lines that I carry, Fusion and DIY, will both have some announcements, some action happening in November, but that's all I get to say about that. So just listen for that, wait for that, watch for that, whichever you do. I will obviously be announcing on Facebook. I'll mention it on these lives on the Wednesday, and probably include it in a November newsletter. So if you're on the mailing list, you will also see and hear about that. Videos this week. So Monday's video, I've done alcohol ink ornaments in the past. So on the YouTube channel, there is the original alcohol ink ornaments that I did. It is still going strong. I think that it's like the #2 video even right now. Always a resurge interest in that one leading into Christmas. I have a version with mirror effects. I have a version with glitter. And there's also like a Q&A from the first one, because I was really bombarded by questions. So this week's video was about doing alcohol ink lights. So these are, these ones happen to be plastic, and you can certainly do them as just ornaments. So using the original video, the alcohol ink ornaments, to just use them as ornaments. I did them as light covers. So there's a switch up from the original video to be able to use them as light covers, but they're gorgeous lit up. I mean, look how gorgeous they are, and they're not lit up yet. Imagine them on your tree. So check that video out. I included a link to where you can get those on Amazon if you're not able to in Michael's, and I think it's like 30 of them for $24 or something. So They're not badly priced relative to what a lot of the clear ornaments go for. Plastic is always cheaper than glass, obviously. Um, but that's Monday's video. Today's video was a little different because it wasn't a craft, but I get inundated. Well, not inundated, but I get a lot of questions. Inundated sort of implies like daily, but I get a lot of questions from many people who are interested in starting a YouTube channel, but they're looking for a little bit of the download, like the really accurate information. Most people that are talking about starting YouTube channels or how to start, they want you to take their course, sign up for it, receive their guidance and help. I'm not going to be teaching you YouTube strategies. But what I did do was I did a video. I shared with you really what the actual financials are. What does it look like? And really there's kind of two strategies. My site is about showcasing different crafts and furniture painting. It's about teaching and instructing. If I make some money, then that's a bonus. It drives traffic to my website where I do make some money. So it's helpful in getting my website known, which was part of my strategy, kind of a marketing strategy, if you will. But there is a totally different strategy, which is no, I am going on YouTube and I want to get rich. That's a whole different way of setting up a YouTube channel. And for me, a lot more work because now you are doing SEO and you are doing research in what the top topics are, and you are selecting a topic and then doing a video on it, as opposed to I did the video and based on what have I got, what have I come across, what am I thinking, what's my idea this week, ideas. There's no way I could do all that kind of research up front and be able to come up with it. I'm not too interested in what are other people doing and doing a Me Too video. So it doesn't really fit for me. I'm kind of going on the assumption that at some point in time, the money will come. Lovely if it paid for my rent. It doesn't do that. It would barely keep me in coffee. If I did drive through every day, I didn't even drink coffee. So that's not happening. So there's different strategies. I give you an idea based on my followers as of when I was filming, what I make each month, what I can expect, what some of my videos have paid for. So I'm sharing all of that. If you have questions leading out of that, let me know. If I have to do a follow-up, I will. But I just tried to give some of the basics and some of the thoughts for those of you that are wondering, do I want to, that kind of thing. Friday's video is another ornaments video, not a big surprise. So there'll be more of those. I just did another Christmas thrift flip one. I love those. I love taking the old stuff and zhuzhing it up to make it new holiday decor. And there's some awesome stuff. So I think that one will probably be Monday. So pretty cool. And I've got another ornament coming next week as well. We're kind of in a Christmas mode. It's going to be a lot of Christmas through November. Slows down in December just because people are now too busy actually getting ready for it. And they are crafting for it. But we'll see how that goes. Last week's video, Friday, is now priced and up on the website, which was this cute little telephone table. So that video was about really showing beginners with Fusion how little paint you need to be able to do something, how much paint can transform a really old piece, zhuzhing it up a little bit with some transfers. But, you know, a piece like that, like a telephone table, you don't really need in your homes anymore. But you zhuzh it up, and it can now become a little homework nook. It can be in a mudroom or front foyer as a place to be able to toss your keys and sit down to be able to put your shoes on and off. It could be, you know, in a corner in a kitchen, if you have a kitchen bigger than the postage stamp that mine is. But it could be like a little recipe nook. There's a lot of uses for this. It can be a little mini vanity in a girl's room where you don't have room for a big vanity. So they're actually really practical pieces. They just need to be freshened up. And that was really what that video was about, and showcasing one of the new fusion colors. So that is Acadia Pear, which is one of the 7 new fusion colors. I love it because it is a green, but it's a neutral. You know, it's in my mind, like, it's not, you're walking and you're going, whoa, that's green. So it's kind of in a neutral earth tone kind of family. So it's really a lovely color to be able to fit into decor. And I wanted to see it on a piece. So perfect piece for that. That one's up on the website now, obviously in the furniture category, but also in the new this week, $75 for that one. Let's jump into the rest of the new stuff. First up is, I don't do a lot of nativity stuff, but I really liked the natural wood look of this one. It is 11 pieces. It has, you know, all 3 kings and a shepherd and some little sheep, cow,
The oxen.
camel,
The oxen.
Camel, Mary holding the baby Jesus, Joseph, and the little cradle. So it's just kind of neat, like with the carving and the piecing and the staining. It's just kind of a nice, natural kind of look to it, which I just liked for a change. Just I like the simplicity of it and the craftsmanship of it, I think, more than anything else. So $14 for that, and it's all very lightweight wood. We also have this beauty. So obviously some IOD transfers on this big pizza board that's been stained. You've got the greenery, just a nice different decorative piece, $18 for this. That, you know, it just kind of rests on the back of a credenza or a buffet or, you know, console or something. But I like that. I like that. I like the simplicity of that. I'm stacking things on the floor, and that's my exit. I'm not going to be able to exit that way. This little set. So this is vintage Fitz and Floyd. This is a this is from 1987, and I think it's called Hummingbird something. I can't remember. There's no hummingbirds on it, but I think it's the flowers are.
They're so fast you can't see them.
Yeah, they're so fast you can't see them. That's it. But I think it's because these are flowers that hummingbird clematis, maybe something like that. So this guy is in hibiscus flowers. There you go. Hummingbird hibiscus is what it's called. And obviously vintage, but no real chips or cracks or dings, which is unusual for Fitz and Floyd this old. Oh, little piece of paper that I haven't gotten off of there. Okay, I'll get that later. And this guy is $16, but that one, I can't remember how much I saw it for online. Actually, I didn't write it down. 47. That sounds familiar to me. So there you go. I love this teacup and saucer. Check out that pattern. Isn't it beautiful? Gold trim. It's in great shape. No chips or dings. The gold isn't showing any wear. This is from Grace's Teaware. So it's not super old, but I'm selling it for 16 and it's available online for 75. But just such a nice little teacup and saucer. If you know somebody that loves them, that would be a perfect little Christmas gift. And that's how I'm starting to think about a lot of these things as they're coming into the store now, is their giftability. I think that should be a word. If it's not a word, I think that's a good kind of thing. I have a set of 6 of these little, I call them pudding cups.
That's what came into my mind.
Yeah, yeah. So for me, that's what I thought when I got these in. They've got these raised stripes. They've got that clear glass thumbprint pattern on them. So the 6 of these little vintage pudding cups for $16. And then I have this tea or coffee set. It's kind of like a coffee set, but it could be hot chocolate. It could be tea. Usually when it's tall, it's for coffee. But this is not for the faint-hearted. This is cool. So we've got the coffee teapot. We have the cream, the open sugar, and 4 cups and saucers. So check this out. This is called Ceylon Ceramica. So there's the pot, and it's from Sri Lanka. Did you say Sri Lanka or Sri Lanka? Somehow I think it's with an SH, even though it's not spelled that.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Okay. Well, you know what? I don't know. So cups and saucers, and then the open sugar and the creamer. Look how nice those are. Look how cool they are. So Ceylon Ceramica. So this is $65, the set, the full set of it all. And I can't for the life of me remember, but it was substantially more than this when I found, I don't think I found the blue color, but I found one identical in another color. And I think it was going for like over $200. So just a cute, very fun, very different set. And again, could be for chocolate. So, you know, if you're into Mexican hot chocolate, this would be really fun. But anyway, it's just a very different find and not sedate. All right. I have I have 2 of these. It's not a set. I'm selling them individual because they have 2 very different looks. They are the same. They've got the metal pedestal base with that cloche with the kind of bobbin top there. One is white with a gold trim, and the other is this verdigris aged finish. They are $8, I believe. Yes. So they are $8. And these are perfect now for so many things. I mean, obviously, yes, they would hold a cupcake. But I really see it more as something that you can introduce into, you know, like part of your Christmas decor. You've got some little bottle brush trees and a bit of snow in there, or you've got a particular ornament that gets treated with care. You've got, you know, little figurine. There's so many things that you can do with these and switching them out. I mean, you could put like a short spot candle in there, and then when you light it, right, you take this off and you light it, and then you're able to close it back in and just use it as a more decorative piece from that perspective. So I love those little guys. And I think that this season is just perfect for them in terms of using them as decor pieces. I have 2 different mug sets. This is the first one. So these guys are Casa Moderna. They've got this bronze metallic rim and bronze metallic handle, white on the inside, and they're kind of cream and white. Each one on the outside has a different pattern. So these are 2 of the patterns. The other 2 mugs, which are way over there, have 2 different ones. So they all match, they all go together. But you know what? If you remember your pattern, you're not going to be drinking somebody else's coffee by mistake and finding out that grandma likes hers spiked. So the 4 of these guys are $16. And then I have this fun little made to measure mason jar. And it's in its pieces because this is your 1 cup measure. This is your 1/2 cup measure, a 1/3, and a 1/4. So it's just a nice, cute, decorative way of being able to have these on hand. I will say this. This one is your half cup measure, but it says a third cup. Your third cup measure says a third cup. So it is mislabeled. I don't know. Maybe that increases its value. Usually it does, but it's $8. So it's not a hugely value-filled item anyway.
Paula Goyne says hello.
Hey, hello, Paula. I don't know which one she's on.
YouTube.
Down here. I see the Paula name. Hi, Paula. Thanks for tuning in. This little pansy plate. This is hand painted. I love the fact that it's also painted on the back. This is hand painted in PEI, Canada, which is kind of cool. I don't know that I think of PEI when I think of pansies, but it's a really nice, lovely plate. It's got the gold trim that is showing zero wear, so it's nice, cute. $9. This guy. So slowly starting to add Christmas because I'm very close to when I have to take fall down and start adding winter. So this guy is a winter element. I don't necessarily think of him as being only for Christmas, right? So in Canada, he just denotes winter and snow. $11 for him, but he's just a nice, cute, kind of happy guy. Put him over there. And then this one, totally out of season, but I loved it. So this big welded rebar dragonfly. So obviously it's got some weight, can go out into the garden, no problem. Could last all winter out there, no problem. Could definitely work as a napkin weight outside if you wanted, or just a decorative item. Just super cool. And I loved them. $8. But that's what that's called, right? Rebar?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So just somebody was being creative with their old rebars. And I love seeing that. I love seeing that they're using it. Okay. These guys. So a pair of black and white cat salt and pepper shakers. This is $10. I did see them online for $27. They're in pretty much pristine shape. And they just nest in together so that they kind of cuddle together perfectly. I have one other salt and pepper shaker set. These little loons. These guys are $6. Just cute little salt and pepper shakers. Salt, pepper.
For you cottagers.
Well, certainly very Canadian, right? The loons. I'm sure they have loons in the States,
Yeah, they do.
right? But I just really think of them as being Canadian. I mean, there's no cottage that you can go to, or even up in Algonquin Park and stuff, that you're not hoping to hear the sound of the loon on the lake, for sure. These guys are stocking holders. I'm selling them individually for $6. I have 2 deer, 1 star, just because sometimes you only want the one. These are also great as wreath holders. So, you know, if you're doing a mantle and you just have one in the center, and you can suspend a wreath down in front from one of these, or in front of a console or something like that as well. So I just love, they're very solid wood, and then with the wire design, the star and the deer. So they're very solid. They would definitely hold a wreath. As would last week, I think, was the Pottery Barn Piece. So that was like a 5 stocking holder set, which is an awesome price for that one. But they were really, really solid, heavy pieces as well that could easily hold a wreath too. So if you were looking at spreading them out, but you wanted some stockings and then you wanted a wreath hanging in the center, they would hold a wreath as well. This guy is a Pier 1 Dachshund cracker dish. So, I mean, they call it a cracker dish. You could certainly use it as a candy dish, nut dish.
Hot dog holder.
Hot dog holder. Yeah. All right. Maybe not. So he was selling for $25 online. I have him at $8, but I did have a close up that he has a little chip down on his foot down here. I don't think it's particularly noticeable, but if it bugs you, don't buy him. Right. But I do have a picture of it and I did make note of it in the listing, but I think he's super cute. If you like dachshunds, I guess. Maybe not cute if you don't. Beautiful green glass honeycomb patterned pitcher. What is that called? It's a pitcher. So this is $14. The lowest price that I saw this for online was $30. Now, some people were calling it depression glass. I don't think it is. I think it's a reproduction. There were some people that were saying that this was a special picture that was commemorating the 75th anniversary of Teleflora. That rings truer to me. So I do not think it's depression glass. I do think it could be a 75th anniversary commemorative piece. Teleflora actually has some nice glassware occasionally. This happens to be one of them. I love that elongated honeycomb pattern on it. It definitely has a look of depression glass. Definitely doesn't have the price of depression glass at $14. This set. So this is a little different from the standpoint of these are Shenango China, not China, just China plates, because they're from Newcastle, Pennsylvania, USA.
Hot dog holders.
They, you know what, they're little side plates or appetizer plates. I have a set of 5 of them and one oblong bowl. This is restaurant ware, which for some is very collectible. It's very durable, obviously, and carries a pretty big price tag on some of these items. So $24 for that little set. And it's just kind of a nice little green pattern on those as well. But they're quite hefty. They're quite substantial. Let me do this bowl. I love this bowl. So first of all, I love mixing pouring bowls, right? With a handle, and you're able to have the pouring spout for it. If you're going into doing a lot of holiday baking and stuff, something like this is awesome and invaluable. They've got a nice heft to them. They're nice and deep. I don't like shallow mixing bowls for cookies and cakes and things. It's the wrong bowl. This is from the Bake Shop, and it says 0, which means I haven't entered the price for it. Nick, I would need my little pad, little red pad over there to get what the real price is. But beautiful with that light blue background and the cardinals all around it. It is in perfect condition, so it doesn't have any chips or cracks and no crazing or wear on the inside at all. So it's a nice piece. I like that.
So I'm going to buy it quickly.
$14. Yeah, I can't change the
I
price
can
right
change it.
now. Okay, then you take care of that.
What's it called?
Look up Cardinal. It'll be Cardinal mixing bowl. And then this bowl, I love this. So it's got the blue glazing. It's a redware handmade signed pottery bowl with that blue glazing and then that terracotta look and then that extra blue swirled inside it. Just a nice, lovely console bowl. $16 for this. I can't read the handwriting, but it's signed. Doesn't help you can't read it, but it's signed. The last item that I have up are these. This is my other mug set. So I have a set of 4 of these. These are Bella Vista mugs. They on replacements, they go for $12 each, but I'm selling a set of 4 of them for $16. But they're lovely. Look at, and you likely can't see, but they have a very faded, almost like pencil sketch as well that runs in behind the colorful floral sketch. So they're just a nice size mug, you know, easily fits 4 fingers if you need it to. I'm more of a 2-finger person, but then it's got this little curve here that your other 2 fingers just fit against perfect. I just like things that are a nice, comfortable design. Like it fits the 4 fingers comfortably because your fingers go in there just
Your finger,
nice.
mine won't go in there.
And then just, it also works for the 2 fingers on the outside. It's just a nice little design thing. Sometimes some mugs have really uncomfortable handles and then they're not comfortable to hold. And I like sometimes holding my mug and warming my hands on it. And I just see it. Could just be me.
Are you keeping those then? Is that what you're saying? Are you keeping those? Is that what you're saying?
No, I have them for sale. You would say I don't need any more mugs.
I don't think you do.
See? So there you go. Okay, that's it for tonight, guys. Thanks as always for tuning in. I appreciate your showing up. Check out the YouTube videos. That also helps me. Costs you nothing, but helps me. Put it on, walk away. That would also still help. Helps get my view hours up there a little bit. I appreciate your tuning in and showing support that way. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you next week. Hit me up with any questions that you have about anything that I showed you if you need. Otherwise, see you next week. Take care.